Javi is 11 months old, the pride and joy of his parents' lives, and a miracle baby. After years of unsuccessful tries, the Fernandez family turned to in vitro fertilization and the use of a surrogate mother to bring their son into the world. Javi is 100% the biological child of both Cynthia and Javier, but Cynthia was never pregnant. This woman offered her womb to help the family conceive. Yes. Corey Smelker had long been wanting to help other women fulfill their dream of motherhood. After watching a close friend go through the heartache of not being able to conceive, she knew she could do something about it.
I can carry a baby. That's one thing in this world that I'm really good at. Not many things, but that's one thing I'm very good at. I'm gonna, by golly, give it a shot.
At age 37, Corey approached her husband with the idea. Shocked and skeptical at first, Terry eventually supported his wife.
I felt like, okay, I'm not sure what my role is going to be in this, but whatever it is, I'm sure I can figure it out, and she really wants to do this. I said for better or for worse, so, for richer or poorer, nothing ever said about the stranger or the more normal, but...
They submitted a resume of sorts to a surrogate agency in Dallas, because even before an egg or sperm can be transferred into a carrier, there must be a series of psychological evaluations made and legal contracts signed. The Texas family law provides the stipulations of which these families must abide. The documents state the surrogate's role in the process and serve as the protector to the families weary of the greatest concern. What if the surrogate grows attached and doesn't want to give up the baby? Well, to begin with, that would be a breach of contract, but surrogates seem to have a different frame of mind.
Well, with my own babies, absolutely I was attached completely. But with these babies, I'm not. I love them. I mean, let's say that this is a baby that's already born and the parents want to go find a daycare person. They're not just going to hand that baby over to anybody. They're going to want to find somebody who's going to look after that baby as if it were their own. But at the end of the day, hand it back to the parents. I see this in the same way. I'm going to love and nurture that baby while I'm carrying it, but it's not my baby. And at the end of the day, when that baby's born, I'm going to hand that baby over to its parents and give it a kiss goodbye and say I love you and go on with my life.
And she has. Corey has given birth to 4 other babies for other people.
I've had the twins and they're 3. I had a little boy in 2007. He's just turned 2, and I had one 11 months ago.
And on top of that, she has 5 children of her own.
Somebody said the other day to my daughter, what do you do? And what does your mom do? Well, she's a surrogate. So I guess maybe they do see it as my job.
A few years later, Corey was matched with the Fernandez family.
It was like, oh, what if they don't like me? What if I walk into the room and they go, oh, she's got red hair, I don't like her. Whatever. By the time we hit our 3rd couple, it's like, well, we're doing this again. So the connection was stronger because, or it was easier to attain because we were more experienced.
Both women say they felt an instant connection. They talked it over, the papers were drawn up, and baby Javi began his journey into the world through someone else's womb.
And it was hard for me to know that our baby was on the way without me being able to experience maternity. But now I realize that motherhood doesn't have anything to do with maternity. With those 9 months, those are only the beginning of a wonderful experience that will last a lifetime.
The couple was present for every doctor's visit and informed of every first along the way.
So when I did feel those babies first kick, my first reaction was to call the parents and go, your babies are giving me heartburn, or your babies are kicking.
But this infertility specialist says it's not that simple. Let's get one thing straight, he says.
The object is never to have a baby. That is not the object. We're not baby makers. I am not a baby maker. It's a family maker.